We're gonna do another prep session. So we've got 93.7 ground beef. I've got 6 pounds of that. I've got 2 pounds of tilapia, and I've got about 3 pounds of chicken breast. So I'm gonna do a buffalo chicken wrap, and then we're gonna do, it'll be tilapia salad with kale, spinach, peppers, mushrooms. And then the burgers are mainly for doing actual cheeseburgers. So I use the Hawaiian keto bread and provolone cheese and the kale and spinach to go on top of it. So I'm gonna prep all that, and I'll show you what I do for my midnight snack when I get really hungry with yogurt and protein. So right now I am at 208 for my weight, and then my calories, I'm doing 2,200 calories a day. I do 250 grams of protein, and I do 100 grams of fat and 75 grams of carbs. So I've been able to bump that back up because once I started getting the weight off, I wanted to try and maintain a little bit more of my muscle mass. So I've got my calories up a little higher than when I started to lose the initial amount. So this is gonna be the last prep video up until Worlds. I'm about 6 weeks out from Worlds, so let's go. This morning, I had some yellow jackets over at the gym that I was gonna take care of, but I was not able to because they were already in full effect. And on the way back over to the house, I noticed that I saw a ground hornet, which I've not had good luck with ground hornets around here. Every year, there's always a patch of them somewhere that I've got to take care of. And this morning, I was walking back and saw one, and I had some new wasp spray. And usually the wasp spray will not take care of them. But today I wanted to be extra ignorant, so I sprayed it down in there, and I got attacked by a pack of ground hornets. And those ground hornets are right over there in the corner, over by that little mailbox. So tonight, I'm gonna burn them out. I usually just use gasoline out in the middle of the yard, but now that it's right next to the house, I'm not gonna be doing that. So I'm gonna use some diesel fluid and fuel, and some probably some starter fluid or some lighter fluid to create a trail, and then hopefully burn them out without burning my house down. So that's gonna be a whole nother, that's gonna be fun. I do hate them because they sting and they will not die from wasp spray.
I must break you.
And they sting and burn really, really bad.
Oh, it's a deep burn. Oh, it's so deep.
So if you see me jumping in the video, it's because I think they're coming for me again. September 20th, gonna be weighing in for NASGA National Championship today. The video for the National Championship will come out on Thursday. We filmed this video a couple weeks back just to kind of show where my nutrition was at, and I've got to be under 200 today. So I just do 1/4 pound patties, smash them down. The flat top really makes life easy. So it won't take any time at all to cook all these, unlike cooking in the house where it's making some big mess. This goes quick, and then I can just clean it up and move on to the next. Once again, trying to not overcook everything because I'll be microwaving it. Start out with high heat, and then I'll just bump it down a little bit. So each cheeseburger I make has 2 4-ounce patties on it, and that's uncooked, so it will cook down some. I think they say you can lose up to like 25%, so. But this isn't a 80-20, so they don't lose a whole lot. The griddle does get some uneven heat to it. And my neck, I was stung at 9:30 in the morning. I think it's like 2 o'clock, and my neck is still, yeah, still hurts. I hate ground hornets. So those are done. And now I will clean the grill off. We'll start on the chicken and then the fish. Chicken, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grill it up, then I'll chop it up into finer pieces, and I'm gonna make a buffalo chicken with yogurt and buffalo sauce, hot sauce pretty much. Mix it together, and then I will put it inside of a wrap with mozzarella cheese, and then that way I just got some kind of variety. I think one of the most difficult things about a diet is that you can start eating just the same exact thing over and over again, and makes you not want to do it anymore. So try to get the same calories you're going for per day, but just change it up. So the tilapia, it's like 110 calories per 4 ounces, and it's 23 grams of protein. So you're able to keep the calories really pretty low while bumping up your protein and changing up the taste of something for a few days. So I'll just do it with a salad. Thing about fish, you kind of got to wait until it releases. It'll kind of release itself, and then you want to flip it. If you flip it too early, it's really flaky, so it'll kind of go everywhere. And I'll probably ruin at least 1, possibly 2 of them. Chicken, I cook on low. Fish, I cook on low as well. Like I said, there's uneven spots with heat with these cooktops like this, so just kind of watch it. A little lemon on the tilapia. Ah, there it is. I usually do 3 pieces for lunch or for dinner. But it's about 75 grams of protein, the 12 ounces. So I use this Hawaiian keto, but it's 35 calories per. It's 8 grams of fiber. And then I'll do provolone, 2 patties. I always put the cheese down on the bottom because for some reason there's something about that bread that it gets really. That's pretty much it. So spinach, kale, provolone, 2 patties. You've got calories are 515 calories, 65 grams of protein, 25 grams of fat, and 6 carbs. And I'll use mustard usually on top of it. That's lunch. So this is every Sunday what I do, but I do always usually have extra, so it's not just for me, but it's mainly for me. So the only thing I will add to these is I'll end up putting bell peppers, chives, onions, and salsa on top of it. 3 pieces of tilapia, kale, and spinach. It is 580 calories, 85 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, and 15 carbs once all that is put on there. So I use 0%, do about 3/4 of a cup, and then this red hot wings of Frank's, mix them together, put a little oil on chicken, and let's mix it all up. So that's gonna be my buffalo chicken, and then I will put it in, I've got some Carb Master, the wraps, so carb counter by La Banterita. I'm sure I did not make that sound really good, but I'll end up, if I've got time, I'll put about a ½ pound inside here, fold it up, and then put it back on the, I'll put it back on the skillet, and then that gives it a little bit of a crust, which is really good. But the macros on this are, it's got 280 calories per wrap. It'll have 45 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and 7 carbs. And if you look on there, it says it's got 23 carbs, but then fiber, it's got 18, so they cancel that out. So you only have 5 net carbs for that. And I will add a 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese on top of it as well. I'm gonna end up making 6 wraps. I'll just show you what one of them will look like. So I should be able to get 3 out of each one of these containers. And I just do a 1/4 cup of cheese. Fold. there they are. But the macros on that are 280 calories per, and then it's 45 grams of protein, 10 fats, 7 carbs. So last thing I'm gonna end up doing is making my yogurt snack. So I end up using pretty much 2 containers of the Faye 0%, and then get this from my buddy's supplement store, Total Nutrition. It's called Wade. This one is vanilla cream. It's good. They all these proteins are really good. They've got, this one is ice cream cookie sandwich. It's really good. And then they've got one that's like a Fruity Pebbles. That's actually my favorite. Dump the whole container in. You could mix this with just with a spoon if you wanted, but I will make enough to get me a couple days. So these at night help me out a lot. Gives me the sense of dessert, but it's not really all that heavy on the carbs and fat. And 4 scoops. So it's 100 grams of protein total there. And then the yogurt itself per serving, I think, is 18. And then I go ahead and mix in my blueberries that are frozen. And then I'll usually add some to it as well. Oh, on the ground. So a serving is pretty much a cup. This has 8 cups in it. And it's about 250 calories, 40 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and 7 carbs per. It definitely saves me. And then I will take some frozen blueberries whole and throw them in there with it as well.
I hate to say it, can you get a little closer and get down in there, man? They're not coming out, so you're all right.